The person who rejects it sometimes is under a ridiculous amount of pressure as they are. And different people handle that pressure in different ways. Some people are really great at sitting down and saying, I'm calm. I'm going to speak to you directly for 2 minutes. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to know. And then I'm going to go away because that's all you need. And those people are great. That's brilliant. Other people come in and we describe them as like seagull managers, right? You know a seagull? Have you heard that term before? Seagull managers?
No, I haven't. Can you explain?
Okay, so a seagull manager flies in, craps all over everything, makes a hell of a lot of noise, and then flies away.
Okay.
So that can happen sometimes. You have some company go, what the hell is this? This is crap. I don't want to do this. Why did everyone this? This is all shit. This is all shit. This is all this shit. All right, go fix it. And you're like, cool. What do I do with that? You know? But you understand that they're under a ridiculous amount of pressure. And, you just go, well, obviously this isn't working for this person. So you just kind of reassess and go, okay, maybe what we'll try. And sometimes that's why it's good to do options too. Like you go, like, here's 3 options. Here's like a 30 seconds of this, 20 seconds of that. And here's another idea we could try. And they'll go, like that, don't like that, hate that. And you're like, okay, we'll go with the idea that they like. The truth about deadlines is that it's too easy to make the assumption that when you hear the word deadline, you think that somebody says, hey, Reese, can you make this piece of music by Friday? And Reese says, yeah, no worries, I can do that, not a problem. The trouble is they'll tell you that on Monday. You start writing music on Monday, and then you have an update progress thing with them on Tuesday where they tell you something completely different. Now they want it slightly different, and can you give it probably early on Friday instead of late Friday? And you're like, yeah, sure, no worries, I can do that. So you go back and you change your approach again. You start sort of adapting to that. Then you meet with them again on Wednesday and they say, look, I know we told you this on Monday and we told you something different on Tuesday, but today we're going to tell you something completely different. What we actually want is you to work with this incredible musician that, has nothing to do with a game or whatever. Basically, they throw a red herring at you right at the last minute. And you're like, yeah, okay, there's only 2 days left, but I think I can pull it off. And they're like, that's the thing. We actually need it Thursday afternoon now. And so this is what typically tends to happen with deadlines, is that things start like crunching up together. And that's when you start like having to pull all-nighters and stuff to get it done. And I think that's just something that's inherent with games. It's not bad management or anything that. It's just that the idea that seemed solid on Monday turns out that might not have worked by Tuesday. By Wednesday, that was definitely the wrong idea. And now we do need to do something completely different to still get it done. So that's the truth about working on deadlines, is that it's not always so super structured. It can be all over the place. If we want to go into crunch stories, the worst I've ever done was 4 days straight. And I'm not even kidding.
No sleep.
No, well, at the end I was napping every half hour just to stop the MIDI notes on the screen started to crawl across the screen. I was like, yeah, this is not good. What happened there is one of those sort of situations where it needed to get done in a hurry. And I had an international flight booked for the Friday. And so I couldn't delay it any further because I was going to be flying in the air for 20 hours or something like that. And then I was going to be landing into Las Vegas, of all places. And so there was no possibility that I could have done it any other time than that. And again, sometimes you get in on Monday to start working on it or whatever, and the computer crashes or this weird Windows update occurs that just sort of ruins your entire audio interface. And then this cool idea that you had in your head just turns out it doesn't work. And then, you know what I mean? Like it's just an absolute cacophony of mistakes and errors and problems that seem to pop up. And that was just one of those cases. I didn't start the week out intending to work 4 days straight, but it was just, that's how it went because of the craziness. Yeah.